In this video, I want to talk about company culture because I don't agree with the way it's being conceptualized, the way it's being presented in many cases, in many companies. And to illustrate my point, so the way it's being presented versus the way I think makes more sense, I will read you from a job ad that I just found, and actually I will apply for, even if I'm making a critical video about it. So of course I have anonymized the ad and it's in another language, so that's fine. Happiness and Culture Manager. I will only read the highlights. We are rethinking culture management. Fruit baskets and free coffee are a thing of the past. We are looking for people who want to play an active role in shaping and driving the growth of the division. So far, that's wonderful. I had enough with jobs posting in the end, oh, you will get free fruits and snacks. That's why you should work for us. We have an amazing, fun company culture. I don't want to have fun. It's a job. So the idea is that the person they will hire, which I don't think it's going to be me, but anyway, this person will be responsible for promoting interdisciplinary networking among their employees through various activities like regular get-togethers, cooking classes, sports events. And I'm like, no. This is exactly the same as the fruit baskets and the free coffee, but on steroids. It's just bigger. So here's my problem. My problem is that I don't want to have a job that makes me happy for things that are not related to the job itself. This is not corporate culture at its finest, in my opinion. What I do think culture should be about in the workplace environment is the way the work itself is done. For example, good company culture, when any and every opinion is being heard and respected, when it's voiced kindly, We shouldn't be screaming, but if I'm kind, even if I disagree with everybody else, including the CEO, I should know that someone listens to me carefully and I'm not punished for my opinion on job-related matters. That is one. Second aspect of a healthy company culture, the very difficult balance between healthy hierarchy and respect and responsibility and mentoring capacity of people with more experience, as opposed to a completely flat egalitarian way of thinking that everybody's input is exactly identically equal in all possible aspects. Because with great power comes great responsibility, but if there is no great power, there is no great responsibility, so nobody feels responsible about anything. And if you are lost, nobody is better than you at anything, and nobody should feel responsible to pulling the company out of a bad situation. So the idea, and this is very difficult, is to have each and every employee feel responsible and thus capable for at least one thing. And that should be acknowledged and celebrated. And that doesn't mean that a person at a different position cannot do the job of someone else, but the person who is on the position, they are the best at it. So if need be, I can do some accounting, but it will take me longer, I will make more mistakes, I will be confused. So the company's accountant is to be respected because they are the best at it and nobody can do it as good as they, and I should be the best at my thing. So if I need help with accounting, I know who to ask. If they need help with, graphic design, maybe they should come to me. Public relations, everybody should have at least one thing that they should be proud of, but also responsible for. This is good company culture. And then we're talking about the way meetings are happening or not happening if not necessary, the way employees get each other's back and support each other, if they need to take some days off, if all of a sudden they have too much work to do, so there is some tasks that somebody else could take over. These are things harder to express, but if I would work for a company that wants someone to ensure the happiness of the employees, which I think is extremely important, I think the last thing that would make the employees happy is to give them cooking events and cocktail parties and sports events, because those have nothing to do with the job. I want my employees, my colleagues, to derive meaning, to derive satisfaction, to derive happiness by the fact that they feel useful and they feel that they do something valuable and they're being acknowledged for that. And I don't care if I never do anything fun with them, I don't care. That's company culture enough for me. So that is my opinion. Please tell me yours, especially if you disagree with me, because I'm not saying that fun events are not useful. Well, I just said it, but I'm not saying they're to be avoided. I'm just saying is the cherry on the top, but the cake, must be work-based culture, not work-life balance. Like the life part of work-life balance should be outside of the work. I don't want my holiday resort to advertise, hey, you're gonna have some wonderful holidays here, and actually we have fast internet for home office, and we have quiet rooms for conference calls, and man, I'm looking to have holidays. I don't want my holiday culture to include work, the same way I don't want my work culture to include fun and holidays. That's a separate thing. That's not work culture, for me at least, personally. This is getting along with my colleagues and doing something fun together, which, by the way, is none of the things. I don't want to do sports events and cooking. Maybe I want to go for a hike. If we get along, we decide. But sometimes you get along with someone professionally in the most wonderful way, and you never want to hang out with them. And that's totally fine. That's wonderful. Have you never had colleagues that you had great chemistry at work and you would never be interested to hang out with them? I think that can be extremely healthy. We don't have to push it either way. Just like I have good friends that I would never collaborate in a professional way with them. I don't want to work with these people. They are my friends. So yes, it can overlap, but also it's totally fine if it doesn't. And corporate culture, in my opinion, again, should be about work, not about having fun at work, doing things irrelevant to the job. I think I repeated myself, but it's okay. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in some next video.